Seat, and we'll try to get this started on time. And as you're finding your seat, I do want to thank my communications director, Josh Siegel, for putting this all together today and setting this up. Thank you, Josh. Appreciate it. And I would like to thank everybody that came here today to witness this announcement of the administrative notice that we're about to notice, I guess. That's announced, yes. Thanks to State Representative Jeannie McNeil for coming. And we have a commissioner up front, which we'll talk about in a minute. And we also have Commissioner Hartzell here. And I don't think I missed any others, so thank you for coming. Today, I think, is a major step for the county of Lehigh. It's a privilege as being fairly new. I've not even been here 2 months yet, but I really feel there is never a wrong time to do the right thing. And I think it's time we do the right thing. But first, I'd like to talk about the people that are standing up here next to me, starting with Commissioner Amy Zanelli. Amy and I ran into each other on the campaign trail about a year ago, became instant friends. First thing that really impressed me about Amy is there she was dressed in a dinosaur outfit, standing on a corner, getting something done. Yeah, and she did.
Yes, we did.
The passion that she has, that she brings to the Board of Commissioners, I think we are very, very fortunate to have Amy Zanelli on our board. And months ago, the minute we met, we started talking about if we win, this is going to happen. Well, we have another commissioner here now, just walked in. Commissioner Gramis, thank you for also coming. So Amy and I began to work. Then, after I took office, and before I took office, I got to meet Adrian Shanker, who, unbelievable what he does over there at the community center. And if you have not had a chance, please get over there to see the programs that are going on and the people that he is helping and how he is trying to take an event in Lehigh County and make it a major tourist attraction. But Adrian and I sat down together and worked on how can we make this happen and what do we need to say to make this work. And he was a tremendous help in doing that. And I want to thank you too. Now, when I said there's never a wrong time to do the right thing, I'll give you a little of my background. Some of you know I was a basketball coach, and I was over on the boys level. Well, the first year, I became the head girls coach. I learned what inequality was. We were given sneakers. They cost $12 a pair for my girls. The boys team had sneakers that cost $80 a pair. We were given unequal court time. We were given different courts to practice on, despite we played our games in the high school. So, I fought for equal rights for the girls. We got it, except at the end of the year, they tried to fire me. Despite the fact that was the first year the Whitehall girls ever went to the state playoffs. Did not matter. When you fight for something, as these two people definitely can attest to, there are some times it's a battle. There are some times that it's a difficult road. It's not as easy as just saying, may I please? I remember teaching history, trying to impress upon my students how the women fought for the right to the vote. Not just, oh dear, would you please give me the right to vote? It didn't work that way. The equal rights movement of the 60s, and we all, some of us lived through it. We know it was a hard fight, and that's why it is such a privilege to be here today to say that we have finally crossed another barrier. Today, we stand here shoulder to shoulder with the LGBTQ community, fighting and demanding that they get the respect that they deserve. I am an ally. Lehigh County is an ally. And we will make these changes in our policies, and we will pursue equal treatment for everyone. In this time in our history when Washington, D.C. may be pulling back a little bit on equal rights and how to be treating people, I think this is a time, more than ever, when the local governments need to step up. They need to let the residents of their areas know that they have no fear living here, that we will be the ones to make sure that they are treated equal in their workplace, in everything that has to do with Lehigh County. I have to start by saying, I don't want to disappoint you, but I've always been a very, very honest person. We are going to have a ceremony of the signing of this document. But actually, last week, when it finally cleared legal, I was so anxious I signed it. I wanted it to get into effect as soon as possible. So the official administrative notice was signed legally last week, but we will do a ceremonial signing today. But I'm going to be an honest person and let you know, I was very anxious. I was really happy, and I wanted it out there. So it is already in effect. So what actually are we doing here today? We are adding the term gender identity and expression to our protected classes in our contracts with our vendors and in our new personnel policies. It will be as important in Lehigh County as race, gender, or religion. We are putting it up on the same status as it should be. And orientation, I'm sorry.
That's okay. It's a little unclosed.
So people in the Lehigh County who have gender identities that may vary from the mainstream ideas no longer will ever have to worry about discrimination when they work with or do business with the Lehigh County. So today, with these administrative changes, we are saying that it's the responsibility of government to give everyone equal chance and equal opportunity. And by doing this today, we are also hoping to get the word out to all our other local governments in this area. And hopefully they will follow suit on this. And we'll make the entire region on the same equal status. And again, I'd like to thank everybody for coming out today. And now I'd like to turn over the microphone to Commissioner Zanelli.
Well, Phil, I can definitely say that You have made me happier than any man ever has. In all seriousness, I need to impart how important this is today. And it's important because Phil has no skin in this game. He doesn't know what it's like to get a new job and be so excited and have a panic attack 20 feet from the door. Have your hands go clam, lose all the blood from your face. Because what if they find out? How stupid was I to pack a picture of my wife? For those of us that also straddle the activism home community as well, it's important today to know that real allies do exist and that we can come together as a community, we have Adrian, and as different branches of government to do the right thing. And that's what happens when you have a government that really is for the people and by the people. And the fear here is real. And I understand it. We watched in November 2016, what did it take, Adrian, 48 hours to delete our webpage off whitehouse.gov? We have been attacked over and over, and so many of us have been fearful because that person we thought was a hero and a champion is gone. But I'm here today to tell you that we don't need another hero in that house because we are here. We are queer. And we're running. Most importantly, we are winning and coming for your laws and will legislate against hate at every turn. And if we work together, all it takes is a little courage. A little courage to say, Northampton County, I expect you to be next with this announcement. A little courage to ask my state representative to take this to Harrisburg to make it PA law. A little courage to ask our future Congresswoman to take it to Washington and champion the equality act. That is what we need. So thank you so much for coming out today to celebrate the day where we have declared that love is love, it always wins, and that hate has no home in Lehigh County.
Well, we certainly have a strong champion in our new county executive, but there's also a saying that many of us that work nationally around LGBT issues have been hearing and saying for years, which is that if we're not at the table, we're on the menu, and there's never before been an openly LGBT person serving in Lehigh County government, and what a difference that makes. So, thank you, for Amy, for not only serving, but for being out as an LGBT person, and making sure that our community, is heard here in the county. There's a big difference between, we love our allies, but there's a difference when we're actually able to tell our own stories, and that's what we saw today. So today is a proud day for the LGBT community here in Lehigh County. As one of his first policy actions as county executive, Phil Armstrong has moved to clarify the non-discrimination policy for county employees and to expand these protections for all county grantees and contractors. Well, the good news is that non-discrimination is already the law in the city of Allentown and Bethlehem. The need for these administrative notifications is significant. 70% of Pennsylvanians live in municipalities with no protections on the job or in housing or public accommodations related to their sexual orientation or gender identity. Here in Lehigh County, a business in Whitehall can post a help wanted sign on their door that says now hiring except for transgender people. A nonprofit in Fogelsville could legally fire an employee after learning of their same-sex marriage. But today, thanks to County Executive Armstrong's decisive action on this core issue of civil rights, you cannot discriminate if you take Lehigh County dollars. The messages are clear. If you work for Lehigh County, you will be judged solely on your job performance, your efficiency, your effectiveness at what you do, and not who you love or how you identify your gender. And if you're a business or a nonprofit that receives county dollars through grants or contracts, by the way, this includes other municipalities in the county that receive county dollars, you cannot discriminate based on sexual orientation or gender identity. for your own employees. These common sense actions, in line with what the governor has already done for state employees, bring Lehigh County to the right side of history. And on this Valentine's Day, it's incredibly clear that love wins thanks to the strong leadership of county government when it's set to work for us. Thank you.
Does somebody have a ceremonial pen? This is why I'm glad I lost when I ran for the State House. In this job, we can actually get things done. So, thank you.
That's okay. And that's it? I guess that's it.